welcome back to my session. That is the second session for midterm exam. I am happy you are here and I hope you are happy having me with you. Okay, I have given you the first session of midterm exam, the revision actually, it is not portion actually, it is a revision. The first session, that is the first session is, I have taken the first chapter, that is numbers up to 10,000, and the second chapter, that is addition. Okay, I have given you some mains in that. So, I am going to repeat it again for you. If at all most of the parents and most of the children will be calling up and asking me, we have missed the video, we have not got the video properly and it is not opening properly. So, I do not want the same thing to happen again and again. See, there are many technical problems, anything, it may be anything from your side, from our side, but whatever it may be. I want the content to be reached to you. Okay. So, I am going to again repeat the first, I am not going to write it again, it will take a long time. So, I am going to repeat it, I want you all to just listen carefully. Okay. The first chapter is numbers up to 10,000. So, the first one I have given you is write number names for the following numbers. Okay. Write number names for the following numbers. You know what is a number name is? Yes, number name is nothing but if it is 245, it is 245. You are going to write it putting the place value. I told you 100 times in the first chapter, place value is very important for you. Whenever you are writing the number names, whenever you are doing the additions, or whenever you are doing greater or smaller numbers, the greater digits or smaller digits, whatever it may be, you should know the place value of all the numbers whatever is given to you. If suppose a number is given to you 245, so 2 is in which place now? It is in the hundreds place, 4 is in the tens place, 5 is in the ones place. You have to, like what you see now, people they used to remember some poetries or poems or maybe some mantras, isn't it? It is very important. See, we used to remember the shlokas also, shlokas, isn't it? So, same way I want you all to remember some important things which are coming in mathematics. Always it has to run in your mind. Run in your mind, ones, tens, hundreds, it has to always be there in your mind. Suddenly if you see it, you will come to know it is which place value it is there. So, some things you have to see that it should not always going to learn something from the textbook. It has to be, once it is, you have learned it from the textbook, it has to enter it in your mind. That is what our formulas for. Mathematics is having a lot of formulas so that you can remember those. In your future days, in your future classes, higher classes, you have a lot of formulas wherein you have to remember. So, same thing I want you all to remember, even the place value. Every time you have to write the place value. I am very happy that last unit test one child has written the place value very correctly, and for each and every sum the child has written the place value. I was so happy with the child. Why I am happy with the child? I am not saying that I am not happy with other children. I am happy, but I am telling you why I am happy with that child, because he did not do any mistake. When you know the place value, you will not do the mistakes. See, we are all human beings, right? Yes. So, maybe some fickling in mind or some disturbance, we get that out of our mind. So, I want you all to see that your hand is working, your eyes are working and your mind is working. It is not only the mind, it is also the hand and the eyes too. Okay. So, let us come for the next one, that is express in expanded form. You have to write it in expanded form. Okay. This is the second one. The third one is write the following in standard form. What is that? Write the following in standard form. Okay. Then fourth one, write the place value and face value. You know what is a place value and face value, children? Yes, the place value is, I told you just now, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, depending upon the place what the number is, and the face value I have told you, whatever the number is, the same number becomes the face value. Okay. Now, let us come for the fifth one. Fill in the blanks with greater sign, which is the right hand side, and the smaller sign, which is the left hand side, and the is equals to sign. Okay. So, these are the fill in the blanks with greater sign, smaller sign and is equals to signs. The sixth one is arrange in ascending and descending order. What is that? Ascending and descending order. What is ascending order? Ascending order is nothing but going from the lowest number to the greatest number. Going from the lowest number to the greatest number. That means smaller number to the higher number, and descending order is from the greatest number to the smaller number. So, these are the things we have to remember. How are you going to write the ascending and descending order? Please do not get confused. When I am asking for ascending, you have to write from the smaller to the greater, and when I am asking the descending order, it is coming down. Okay? You have to remember two words here, A and D. D is down, A is above. Okay? So, you are going from small to highest number and descending is from the greatest number, you are coming down. Okay? So, these see, you have to find out, you have to get some hints, you have to get some facts, you have to get some clues to understand these things, and according to that you remember. Okay? Okay, children. So, this is the way you have to remember. The next comes is seventh one. Form the greatest and smallest 4-digit number using the given digits. I have told you how to do that. I will be giving you any 4 digits, that is maybe it is 1, 4, 5 and 7, and depending upon the numbers of questions or whatever I feel like to give, I am going to give to you, and you have to make the number which is the greatest number using only the 4 digits and the smallest number using only the 4 digits. Okay, children. So, this is what I have given you. And the eighth one is write the even and odd numbers between the given numbers. What is odd number? Odd number is nothing but the numbers which are ending with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. The numbers which are ending with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, odd numbers. And what are even numbers? Even numbers are the numbers which are ending with 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Okay. So, these are the even and the odd numbers. You have to write the even or the odd numbers depending upon what question I am giving you. So, between the numbers I am going to give you, you have to write the numbers which are between any two numbers. Okay. The ninth one, write the predecessor and the successor of the following numbers. Write the predecessor and successor of the following numbers. What is the predecessor? Predecessor is before number and successor is after number. You know before and after number, right children? I have told you to write the numbers. Yes? Numbers are very easy for you, but you have to be careful of writing what to write. Last time in the unit test I have given you, I think it is 1410. Yes, that is 1410, the number. And I have asked you to write the previous number, that is a predecessor, and I have asked you to write the successor, that is a after number. Most of the children have written after 1410, you are going to get 1411. Most of the children have written that correctly, but they have not written the previous number, that is 1409 it should be, but most of the children have written 1419. Instead of writing 09, they have written 19. So, please be careful in writing the numbers. So, whenever, see, when you write the numbers, very nicely you write off fast because you know it. But when the question is given to you, it is very difficult for you. So, what you do, you use your rough work. Okay, children, use your rough work. You write the numbers starting from whatever question I have given you, you write from there to the next number you write, and from there the previous number, you write it in your rough work. Directly do not write the answer, you use your rough work, let the time be there. For you take at least 1 second for doing the sum, do not do a mistake like that. Okay, children, you all know the numbers, only thing is when it comes to do the sum, you will miss it. Okay, but see that you are little bit attentive towards writing the numbers and writing an exam. Okay, now let us come for the next one. Write the missing numbers in each case. Missing numbers in each case is, if at all I am writing the numbers, if it is 41, the next number is 51, and I am giving you the blanks, the next 3 blanks. So, 41, 51, the next number will be what? 61, the next one will be 71. So, what is the difference between 41 and 51? It is 10. So 51 minus of 41 is 10. So this is tens case. Okay. This I have given you in your PDF. Just go through the PDF. The same way it comes for hundreds and also it comes for what? Thousands also. So this is what about the missing numbers in each case. Okay. The next comes round off the following numbers to its nearest tens, hundreds and thousands. So rounding of the numbers, I have told you about rounding of the numbers. Most of the children in the first unit test, they have done very well, but only thing is I want to show that example of for that rounding of numbers. Okay. I want you all to see this again and again. Rounding of the numbers. I think I have given you the number 5432. I think this was the number I had given you for your unit test. Yes, and I have asked you to do this for the tens, for the hundreds and also for the thousands. I have asked you, I have given you a single number for you and I have asked you to do for the tens and also for the hundreds and also for the thousands, only with the single number. Most of the children have called me and asked how to do it. Maybe they have not understood, but I clarified them and they have got good marks for that. But some children have just written what? This is in the ones place, this is in the tens place, this is in the hundreds place, this is in the thousands place. No, this is not the way. This is, I did not ask you to write the place value. I did not ask you to write the place value. I asked you to round off the numbers to the tens place, hundreds place and the thousands place. Got it, children? Please don't get confused over here. I didn't ask you to write the place value, but I asked you to round off the numbers to the tens, hundreds and thousands. How are you going to round off for the tens? Let's come for the first one. For the tens, this is the number for you. It is 5432. And here of course we need to know the place value also. It doesn't mean that place value is not necessary. It is necessary. But some children have only written this one and left it. They didn't do the rounding off. I want you all to write the place value and also the rounding off. Okay. Now for the tens. So which is in the tens place? So these two numbers, that is 32 is the number. This is in the ones and this is in the tens. So we are not going to see what is there in the hundreds place and what is there in the thousands place. We don't need that, but it should be written. It should be written. Don't forget not to, without writing I am not going to give marks. You have to write these two, but when asked for tens you are only checking for 32, that is which is in the tens place and the ones place. Now this 32 is nearer to 30 or it is nearer to 40? Yes, easily we can see the number, that is 32, it is near to 30. So what is the answer for this? It will be 5430. The numbers should be written, 54 should be written, and instead of 32, because it is the nearest place, for 30 we are going to write 30. That is what I asked for the tens place. Okay. Now let's come for the hundreds place. Okay. Now this for the hundreds place, again I am writing the same number. Some children have written very nicely, even putting the number line. I appreciate the children. So I appreciate and I really, I am happy that you understood what I have told you. Now let's come for the hundreds place. Now again you are going to put the place value for here. This is at ones, tens and hundreds. We are checking only for the hundreds children. So when we are checking for the hundreds, that means we need to only see the hundreds place. We don't want what is there in the thousands place. Forget about the thousands place, but see that you are only doing for the hundreds place. Now 432, is it nearer to 400 or is it nearer to 500? When you see this 432, it is below 450. Yes. If I put a number line like this, it is 400, then 450, then this is 500. So 450 is a middle number, right? Then 432 must be somewhere over here, right? You have to check it like that. That is why I am asking you to put the number line in your rough work. If you are not putting the number line in your rough work also not necessary, you can directly do this number line. Seeing the number line, I will give you the marks. Okay. So, this 432 is nearest to 400 or 500. It is definitely nearer to 400. So, what will be the answer now here? It is 5. You have to write the 5 children, then it is 400. Got it? So, this is for the hundreds place. Now, what is there for the thousands place? How are you going to write for the thousands place? Now, here again I am going to write the number, right? Now, here which is there in the thousands place now? It is 5432. So, here I am going to write 5000 in your number line, and this will be 6000, this will be 5500, correct? Yes, 5000, 5500 and 6000 and 5400. Is it below this or is it above this? So, it must be round here somewhere, isn't it? It must be round over here somewhere. So, is this close to 5000 or is it close to 6000? Definitely it is close to 5000, isn't it? So, it is 5000. So, in this way you are going to round off the numbers, isn't it children? So, do not get confused. I want you all to please understand how to round off the numbers to the tens place, hundreds place, in the thousands place when I have given you a single number like this. Okay. This will come, even in the same thing will come for in addition also, rounding off and adding also. The same thing you are going to round off like this numbers, whatever numbers are given you. In addition I am going to give two numbers for rounding off, round off to the number and then add. You got it children? I hope you are understood rounding off. Please do not do any mistake, because this I have given you for 3 marks last time. Yes, when I am giving you for more marks, please do not waste those marks or see that you are not going to study. These are easy. You only thing you have to put the number line. That's it. Other than that, you don't have to do anything. Okay, this is for the first chapter. Coming for the second chapter, this is addition. The first one is add the following without carryover and add the following with carryover. That is also called as a without grouping, without regrouping and with regrouping. Okay. And third one is addition properties with examples. I am going to give for the statements. Okay. The statements are very important, and with the examples. I may give even the examples and ask you to just fill in the blanks, or I may give the statement also, and what is ordering property and what is grouping property. You have to by heart the sentence what is given or what is the statement given for you, and you have to write the sentence with an example depending upon the marks I am going to give you. Okay. The next is word problems. I have told you how to do the word problems. Word problems, you definitely have to write the sentence. Sentence has to be written, then you have to write the rough work, you have to do the sum properly and also check the sum. Until then only I am not going to give you 5 marks for that. Okay children. Okay, now let us come for the next is this one, that is whatever the chapter is. That is the third chapter, that is subtraction. I have told you the first 2 chapters in the first session, this is the second session, the subtraction. So, in subtraction you are having the same thing, subtract without regrouping. Here subtract without regrouping, that is nothing but borrowing. Borrowing is not necessary. Simple example, like if it is 4, 5 and 3 or 1, it is 5 minus of 3 is 2, 4 minus of 1 is 3. Simple without borrowing any numbers from the other side. Okay. So, this is what is the first one. Okay. Now, let us come for the second one. Subtract with regrouping. Subtract with regrouping. That is, if at all, for example, if it is 4, 5 and this is 6 and this is 1, if it is like this, the sum is like this. In 5, you are not able to remove 6 or minus 6 or subtract 6. What are you going to do? You are going to cancel this from here. You are going, so when you are bringing the 1 over here, it is 3. So this one will become 15, right? So in 15, if you minus 6, what is the answer? 3 minus of 1, what is the answer? You are going to write. Okay. So how are you going to minus? You know that. So this is the second one. So whenever you are borrowing a number from the other side, that is called with regrouping. When you are not borrowing, it is the first one. Okay. So don't get confused. If you know the sums, if you know the sum whatever is given here, don't think about what is all this given for you. Just do the sum. Okay. The third one, that is subtraction properties. I have given you last time addition properties also. Here also we are having subtraction properties with examples. And also what? Statements. Here I may ask you the statement also. I may ask you the fill in the blanks also with the examples depending upon the marks I am going to give you. Okay children. So this is what for subtraction properties and with the examples. Compulsory I want the examples whenever I am asking the statement. Statement is asked with an example. If statement is not asked, I will give you the example. You are just going to enter the numbers whatever is necessary or asked for. Okay. Then the fourth one, estimate or round off the differences. Here I have given you differences to its nearest tens or hundreds or thousands. The same thing what I have given the explanation in the previously, the same thing you are going to estimate it, but you are going to find the difference. What is the meaning of difference? Difference is nothing but subtraction. I have told you in the first time itself when I was giving you the chapters, total is addition, all is addition, yes, all together is addition. When it comes to difference, it is subtraction. Okay. There are other words also, I will continue with that, okay, later. Okay. Next one, fifth one. What is the fifth one? It is word problem. Word problems. You know what are word problems? Here also, whatever in word problems you are having in addition, the same thing you are going to have in subtraction also. Here also you are going to write the sentence, yes, then you are going to do the sum, then you are going to do the rough work, and also you are going to check the answer. The same thing whatever I have written for addition, the same thing comes for even subtraction also. So this is about the word problems. Okay. So this is about subtraction. Let's go for the next chapter, that is multiplication. Okay. I hope you all have watched the videos properly. I want you all to go through the videos again and again so that you are not going to find it difficult. Okay children. So the fourth chapter is multiplication. So here in multiplication we are having first one is what? Can you guess anything? Yes, the first one is I am going to ask you tables. This time tables are very important. So tables I am definitely going to ask. Last time I have asked you only 12 table, but this time I don't know which table I am going to ask, but I have told you to learn the tables from 2 to 20. So please see that you are learning the tables and don't lose marks for tables. I am definitely going to give at least 2 tables. Okay. Okay. The next one is multiplication sentences. What it is? Multiplication sentence. How are you going to complete these multiplication sentences, or how are you going to make the multiplication sentences. If examples are given, what is the fill in the blanks? If I am giving you dividend, I am going to give divisor, I am asking you for the quotient. If I am given you quotient, I am giving you divisor, what is a dividend? Okay. So, these are the sentences. I am going to give the PDF for you. I am already sending that PDF for you, do not worry about that. But only thing is, I want you all to see how to do and finish it. Okay. The third one, write missing numbers. Write missing numbers depending upon the sentences. Okay. The missing numbers will be for sentences, multiplication sentences. Okay. This will be missing numbers for multiplication sentences. Then the fourth one is sums or solving. What is that? You have to solve or multiply. You have to solve or multiply. What is solving and multiplying? For example, maybe it is 14 into 2, you have to multiply a single digit, or it may be double digit. Depending upon the marks, I will give you the question, multiply or solve, okay, whatever it may be. Then the fifth one is solve using lattice method or multiplication. This is solve using lattice method or multiplication. I have told you about even this also, it is very easy sum, and definitely I am going to give the sum. This is a very easy, only thing you need to understand how are you going to put the line. Okay children. So, it solve using the lattice method. Then the last one comes the word problems. So, here also the word problems, sentences is important, checking is important, rough is important, and the sum is important. Okay. For that you need to get all the steps properly, so that you can get all the marks. So, this is about multiplication tables, multiplication sentence, missing numbers depending upon the sentence, and solve or multiply depending upon the question what I am giving you, and solve using the lattice method and word problems. So, these are the 4 chapters. Okay. So, these are the 4 chapters, that is first one numbers up to 10,000, second one is addition, third one is subtraction, and fourth one is multiplication. So, these 4 chapters are there for your midterm. I hope you are going to go through the videos properly and study well, and I hope you are going to do it well. The question paper pattern I am not going to give you, why? Because you know I do not like to give you, I want you all to go according to this itself, and I am just going to give the what is the number marks, okay, that I am going to give in the next session. I hope you are going to do it well. All the best for you. Thank you children so much. Bye bye.